Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. So today in this video we are going to solve the single number problem, that is problem number 136 of lead code. It goes under easy one because I have started from easy one to medium one, then advanced one. Okay, but easy, medium, and hard one. So this is the easy one, and this question is generally asked most of the company. So whatever the first of all, you need to understand the problem, whatever our problem statement, and secondly, whatever our approach is in order to solve this question, then try run the code. What will be our code? If we implement our approaches into our code, what will be our code? So we understand the problem first of all. First of all, it giving us a non-empty array. Okay, non-empty array which contains integer. Okay, basically array names will be nums. uh, okay, every element appear twice. Okay, whatever element contained in our array, that will be repeatedly in twice. So we just return that number who's present at least one time in our array. That element element will be single number. Means see this example. Uh, I have an array which containing 2, 2, and 1. So 2 will be repeatedly twice, and 1 is the only one element that one containing only one. Okay. So 1 is the only one element that will contain this that is considered as a single number. Okay. So I just return 1. Okay. In the second example, say this I have containing 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. That means I have a array that 1 will be repeatedly twice. Okay, then 2 will be repeatedly twice. Only 4 is the one element that is considered as a single number. Okay, in the third example, suppose I have a single element. So what is this is our considered as a single element, that only one element is present. That's why that element is considered. Okay, so without wasting our time, let's start solve the approach and finding our best way approach in order to solve these questions. Okay, uh, just just imagine that. Sorry, just okay, you must have implemented a solution with linear time complexity. Okay, here it mentioned that we need to solve this problem with minimum time linear time complexity. That means big of n. We need to solve at least at the big of n time complexity. Okay, if you solve at uh, big of n square or big of 2 to the power n, whatever time complexity, that will be that will correct, but that will be not that much of efficient. Okay, in order to solve this question, so let's, without wasting our time, let's start the video. So basically, we have an array which containing 4, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Uh, so in this, in order to solve this question, whatever our approach is, let's first of all discuss that one. So to find the second one, does I implement does I need to iterate each element and compare that element with other element? Okay, suppose I have founded 4 and I need to check 4 is present in my array. No, 4 will be not present. Then whatever, I just return that element. Okay, suppose I have 4 not contained in the first element. Does I check another element? No. So if I have, suppose forget about this element. Okay, I have containing 1, 2, 1, 2, and 4. Suppose it will be 4 will from here. I will containing 1 and I will checking from another 1 will be present or not, and I will checking 2 are present or not. That will be taking 2 loops. That means that will be taking a lot of time, and the time complexity will be big of n square. So our problem mentioned that we need to solve this problem with linear time complexity. So how to implement linear time complexity in order to solve this solve this question? We just find that approach only. So in order to solve this uh, in this approach, we have to first imagine that we need to run a single loop only. Single, or you can doesn't implement what I can say. That is nested loop. We don't need to implement nested loop. You can use single loop only. Okay. So first of all, uh, in order to solve this question, I have approached, make them into red color so that highlighted in, so that you will mark them. So our approaches will be what? Approaches will be, first of all, approaches is I need to sort the array. Why I need to sort the array? Because if I sorting my array, then my the element that contain twicely, that will be present in the near in consecutive way. That means suppose I have a one here, one is repeatedly twice, then one will be considered as a one will be taking their position as a consecutive way. That means suppose 0 and 1 will be taking the 0 index, and 1 index will be replaced with one element 1. Then that will be, after sorting, that will be what, that will be making me easier to comparison. Okay, that's why I make the array into sorted array sort. You can use your sorting, whatever sorting methods, sorting, any of sorting, that is quick sort, bubble sort. Bubble sort will be taking to loop, nested loop. Okay, you can use merge sort, insert sort, whatever. So if you want to learn that, we have also our channel. We can also that in the further in the next time I will upload that kind of video, because due to some issue I will not upload it, but I will try my best to upload that algorithm and all. Okay, so after sorting array, I need to comparison each element. Okay, comparison for comparison the element. So I need to compare the element. Okay, in the at the end, I just return the, if any of element will be not comparable, that will be not satisfy our condition, I just return the number only. Okay, okay. If you want, I have given you the approaches. If you able to solve, pause the video and try to your own idea to implement that in order to solve, try your own idea to solve this problem. I have given you approaches. Okay, if you, this will be your task. Okay, if you want, then pause your video and start solving. Otherwise, I will explain you. Okay, don't worry. So this is my entire approaches. I have to making the array into sorted. That's why what will be after sorting, my array will be, now, it will be one and two, and it will be belongs to two, and it will look so. So this is my entire array after sorting. Okay, so I have to so my first step will be done. First step will be done. I have making the array into sorted. So in the second step, I have checking a comparison. So I, in this problem, I have imagined that my two element will be sorted. That means I have created a loop that will be pointing from zeroth index. Okay, that will be pointing zeroth index, and after comparison, that will be from zeroth index, that will pointing to, that will pointing to by skipping two element. That means if it's zero, then it will two, then it will be four. We don't need but each element comparison. We need to from if I have a, like, if suppose 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This will be indicate what? This will be indicate our indexes. We need to implement them. Okay, first of all, my loop will be, I created a variable that will be pointing to zeroth index, and it will be increased by 2. So because my number will be, I need to find the number which only present in a only what a time. So if a number will be present, that will be present twice, so I don't need to compare it, that will be second time. That's why I skip that element, and I jump into my uh, next to next element. Suppose I have jumped from here, a comparison here, does it satisfy our comparison, then I satisfy here, then I satisfy. Okay, so whatever our comparison, a comparison will be, I have to, first of all, I have to create a loop, for loop. It will be initially pointing to 0, and it will be run up to our length, that will be n, and it will be increase, what? It will be increase twice. Okay, it will be increased twicely. So I have make I into twice repeated. Okay, so in that array, I have to create a condition that the norms of I will not equals to my norms of I plus 1 if any of zeroth index will be not if any of element is not equals to its consecutive element, that means that element is present only one time. That's why I just return that element. Okay, so what I'll do, I just making that return norms of I. Okay, I just making this condition. Otherwise I will if I doesn't found any of them at the end, I just return my last one, because that will be easier one out. So if you just follow this condition, then it will be satisfied. So without if you understand, then you can implement. Otherwise, I will show you my code. Okay. So I have written my code. So I make you I just make you revise that I have created a variable intn that will be storing the length of my array. Then I'm making the array sort by uh, inbuilt function of Java. Okay. So I created a for loop. I've explained that I have created a for loop that will be initially pointing to 0 to n minus 1. Okay, then I will be increased by twice. If I have found that my element I will be not equals to my next element, then it will be what? Then it will be my single element. That's why I just return here. Otherwise, I just return my last element. Okay. So let's run the code. If you understand, then I will explain again. Okay, wait. It is satisfied. Okay, it is satisfied all three cases. I just make you another device, created a length, created a variable n that will storing length, make the array into sorted. After sorted, I have created a for loop that will be uh, run from 1 to n, 0 to n. So my time complexity will be du of n. Okay, forget about that time complexity or whatever. I have in the next 2 to 3 months, I'll be uploaded what is time complexity, how to start a DSA and all. Okay, I have a plan for that. I will implement them. Okay, so don't do. So we need to check if my we need to check the consecutive element. If they are not equal, I just return. Otherwise, the return. Okay. Thank you for watching the video. Okay. In the further times, we will solving the problem next Friday. Okay. Thank you.